Hey y'all, what's going on? It's been a day, but I'm here. We got Eric Kelly on the front porch, first one in. Shireen Edwards is in here. Hey Shireen, Maggie, what's going on, Maggie? Lady D, Auntie Cheryl, what's going on, Cheryl? All right, y'all. We're just in here with shenanigans. Make sure y'all smash that like button as we get into this today. Um what's going on, y'all? Well, I'm losing people. Can y'all hear me? Put me some hearts in there if y'all and let me know whether y'all can hear me or not. Lady D, it actually is all encompassing. It's Bethany, it's destiny, it's people. Lady D said, does the title refer to Bethany? If so, I need her to stay. I went through her torment of family. I need to see her 5 stages of loss too. Heck, we are owed so much. Hi, Tammy King. Hello, hello, hello. So I don't think Bethany's going anywhere. I'm perfectly honest with y'all. I think that was hype. I can't necessarily say it was hyped by Christy. I can't say it was hyped by Country Wayne and his team or Chase and his team. I just feel like it was hype. Because there was another time when we thought Christy was leaving. And this is right before the holiday. If y'all remember, we thought she was gonna leave. They kind of said she was leaving. And then right at the beginning of the year, we noticed she didn't leave. We noticed that we didn't have that court case we thought we were gonna have. Now we are 6 months, almost 6.5 months into the new year, and well, I guess it ain't new year no more. We're 6.5 months into 2026, and we still don't have. She ain't gone nowhere, so I really don't think she going nowhere at all. What's going on, Tammy and Melissa Vaughn? So I don't think Bethany going nowhere. I think it was to make us watch more and to get them numbers up to 1 billion because people want to see what else she was gonna do. Now I do think this. I was thinking the other day, and I'm gonna go back to the skit. Let me pull it up so I can share it. Oh, let's see. Excuse me, people, for my rudeness and my yawning. I have not felt great all day long. So I have been trying to like push through. Hey Keisha, what's up, Red? Yeah. Um, so I see that I'm about diesel back, y'all. Yes, that's true. Cause what do Bethany have to do to really set Larry off for him to say, okay, I'm done? Right. So let me pull this up because I got a theory. And I have a theory on her hiatus if she should take a hiatus. Let me go pull this skit. You've been waiting on me and Chase. I don't know if Chase gonna post anything. If he does, it may be later this evening. So I'm not gonna be on here a long time today waiting on Chase. I'm gonna do what I gotta do and get on up out of here so I can be fresh and ready in the morning for y'all with some content. Okay. Because I actually got some content I'm working on. You think she's gonna go to a therapist, Cheryl? That's actually tied to something that I'm working on for tomorrow. A little something, something for the people. I probably post it in the morning. Uh, hey Kanisha. Let me see if I can find that skit. Okay, here it goes right here. It's actually two skits. We're gonna go here. Hey, Willie Walker. Hey, Lawan. So let me share my screen. We're going back to the skits where Bethany asked, um, and this goes to will she go or will she stay? All right. Let me. Okay, here we go. With Destiny, Larry need to send her home for a vacation, let her feel the difference between being in Chicago and Atlanta. I think so. But only maybe about a week, no more than 2 weeks. Because I feel like that's when trouble's going to come, you know? You watching some of the front porch reactions today? Okay, here we go. And this is going to lead me to my theory that I have. And I'm going to tell you how I got to my theory. Okay, y'all see what she's doing?
Um, hey, will you mute up for a second? I'm gonna ask you something.
I wouldn't have muted nothing. Let me just say that. Why? If it's not this is not an emergency. It's not an emergency. But anyway, so here's my theory. If we go back to look at what she was doing right here, you still be mad and fussing at the screen, okay? Thank y'all for going back and watching stuff too. Okay, so we see her in the bathroom. She's in the mirror looking at herself. He don't like her at all. He don't like her at all. Right here. So you see how she's like pulling at herself and stuff like that. Here's a theory that I got. So Bethany is undergoing this weight transformation, right? And she still is wearing her little frumpy clothes. Sometimes when people lose a lot of weight, they they still see themselves as being the big person that they were, the larger size that they were, right? So sometimes it can be hard for a person to actually see themselves smaller, even though they are smaller. So they will still do things like buy bigger clothes, clothes that don't fit them quite well. And if you look at Bethany, these clothes don't fit her. Hilarious. The way he look at okay, so look, her pants are too big. The shirt is way oversized and it's not fitting her well, even for an oversized shirt. Here's something that I thought. I was thinking about this skit throughout the day, the other day. And then I noticed myself. Now, y'all know I'm on a weight loss journey. I am currently on Wegovy, right? I'm taking the GLP-1s because I need a kickstart before I like go all in because of the fibro. Because you can't really work out like you really want to, so I got to get a little bit off and then start my walking and all this stuff. So at least that's the plan my doctor got me on. So I noticed with my arms, because I have big arms, it's a family trait, the big old arms. But I noticed that my arms are looking not quite as big or full, but more just to, but more like more flabby, like more of a wave to them. And I know I've lost about a little over 20 pounds. So I can see the weight loss in certain areas. I can even feel it in my clothes, okay, a little bit. Even though I ain't lost that much, I can definitely tell the difference, okay? So it got me to think because I was like, I'm probably gonna. I knew at some point whenever I did lose weight because I had C sections, I may think about giving me like a little tummy tuck or something like that, just tighten everything back up. But it got me thinking about Christy, the actress, who's lost this weight, and maybe her skin is not as tight as she would like for it to be. or even this character, let's say the character, let's not say Christy, maybe her skin is not as tight as she would like for it to be. So when I thought about myself, I was like, wait a minute. Wonder if the character is thinking along these lines, or they're thinking along these lines for the character. What if the character has already filmed whatever series she's going to be participating in the fall, unless it's another microdome? Okay, so Cheryl, great for you, Cheryl. Awesome, congratulations. You're giving me hope, because I was looking at them pills and they're like, do I want to keep popping these pills? But anyway, so as I was thinking, hey, D Brown and marine biologist and Monique Blade, what's going on? So I was like, if there's going to be a hiatus for this character, because we've seen her try to make over herself in a couple of ways. We've seen her try to redo her hair, and Larry didn't pay attention to that. Hey, Mia Joseph. Hey, Deborah. Tay Bonnie. Hey. So we've seen this character do those types of things, right? Wonder if it's a possibility that maybe the hiatus is not going to come where she's going to be gone for an extended period of time. Maybe what we're going to see is her leave as she does some type of medical makeover. To like, because like, for example, she has a fuller stomach. So with a fuller stomach, you have all that weight and fat there. It can cause that to be a bit more droopy, and you need to get that skin. Maybe she's going to do something, or they're going to do something where they, this is just me thinking now. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Phyllis. Hey, Eva from Benton, Arkansas. What's going on? Possibly, could it be that we're going to get Bethany on a makeover journey? Because she's lost 100. She said she's lost 175 pounds, and I believe it. Okay. Maybe we're going to get this character on a journey where she is making herself over in an effort to compete with Shara and Lynette for Larry's affection. But I feel that even if she does that, hey, Ocean Wave, she's still going to be doing that. What's up, Ann Lockett? She's still going to be doing that. Unless she's doing it for herself, it's for naught. Because I think Larry's told her what his turnoff about her is, and it ain't got nothing to do with her weight. It's all about how she, it's all about how he's not interested in her anymore. So her cosmetic changes. I'm wondering we're about to see that, because they teased us with this hospital scene that kind of came out of nowhere, right? What they're teasing us to see how, I know Kanisha, right? She may go get liposuction or tummy tuck. Hey, Judith, or something like that. Wonder if they're teasing that so they can see if they'll be able to flow that into the storyline, and maybe we might be interested. This is just a thought I'm having. These are random thoughts. I don't have any insider knowledge or anything like that. But there's been all this talk about she's leaving. Then you have her in the hospital. Then you were waiting on a divorce. Now she's talking to this man. We got 3 skits of her talking to this man about his attractiveness to her. And even though he was saying it's more about how you act, more about your mental and all that stuff, even though he's saying that, she's still on how she looks.
Hey, will you mute up for a second? I want to ask you something. I'm kind of embarrassed to ask you this. Oh, and don't judge me. I'm using some new face cream, and it's irritated the fire out of my neck. So,
Monique Blade says, but she did say at the end of the last skit, she can do something about her body and may not fix him or the marriage. Right. He don't need to be fixed. She need to fix herself.
Are you?
But not necessarily physically.
Are you physically attracted to me anymore?
Where'd that come from?
Well,
I don't know, Kenisha, if
I
I'm
mean,
giving them
you know, I've
ideas.
been
I'm just thinking, like, where could they
working out and trying to lose
compare?
weight and my
And they
diet and
take the
stuff and
ideas,
trying to
right? Long as they
implement
let me keep,
healthier stuff for us to
long
eat.
as they let me keep coming, doing commentaries, and when I get them copyright things, I can dispute them, and they just said let them pass. Long as they keep letting me pass, and I keep making my check.
And going to the gym and all that stuff. But I mean,
Exactly,
we haven't been
Larry.
together physically in a long time. And it's just, I just feel like that. I just feel like you don't like look at me anymore like you used to. Like, I remember when you used to look at me and there used to be like a sparkle in your eye. And you used to tell me how pretty I was.
Right, Monique.
And you used to tell me that
she
you
don't
liked
think too much
some of the
damage
things I
is done.
wore and some of the things that, were cute. And, you would comment or pinch my butt and do little things like that.
Okay. How do you want me to address this? 100% honest, or give you I can be brutally honest, or I give you like a good lie.
I don't want you to lie to me, Larry.
Okay.
I've never wanted you to lie to me,
Okay.
but like I said, it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. So,
Don't hurt my
I'll say
feelings,
like-
Larry, when you tell me you don't want me and that I'm too big and you don't want me because I'm big. She's not listening. I agree, Monique. Too much damage has been done. Kanisha said they proving that they're paying attention to me. Well, I'm not the only creator out there that's reviewing this, so they could be looking at somebody else. Bethany not just not listening to what Larry stated about needing to change her mind, not her body. Hey, Deborah. Right, Sandra. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Yes, Tasha. And hey, girl. And hey, Deborah. She's missing his point. It is not about her outside. It's about her character.
It's gonna come in a
Hey,
couple
Kathy
parts.
Williams.
Now, honestly, I've noticed you have gained some weight over the years since we started seeing each other and since we got married. But I also noticed that in the past few months, you have also lost some weight.
it's been like 2 years. I've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. So I'm
Literally like 175
saying,
pounds.
since a couple of years, but in the last few months, I started noticing some bigger difference,
Okay.
So he said over the last few months, I started noticing a bigger difference. Let me tell you something. He may have noticed over the last few months a bigger difference, but I think it may have been his mind pondering like, what is left to save? Am I still even attracted to this woman physically? So I think if he was still even physically attracted to her, he may give her a bit more of time of day. But if that mental has been so disrupted, even the physical ain't gonna look good to him no more. And he's explaining it to her, but she's not hearing it. And because she's not hearing it, it makes me wonder if possibly she's gonna try to do something drastic and go under the knife so that she can be more competitive with her nemesis.
So that's that. Also, sometimes it should go past physical. And you and I have not been on mental terms for a long time. And
No, she's
I'm
not
more
listening, Cheryl.
mentally attracted to women than anything else. You can be cute, you can have a nice body, but if I don't feel you mentally, it's not going to work.
Okay, so that's him telling her, if I ain't feeling you mentally, this ain't finna work, right? Okay, so then we got the skit going further back when she asked Larry some more stuff. Going back, it's been a lot of skits dropped, y'all. I think I might have went too far back. Hold on. Okay, Larry's gonna break down her body. He's telling her about her body shape and brain in this skit. She's not listening.
I'm more mentally attracted to women than anything else.
Yeah, we know it's
You can
not.
be cute, you can have a nice body, but if I don't feel you mentally, it's not going to work. And no matter how much weight
That's
you
right,
lose
Sandra.
or whatever you do to yourself, if we're not there mentally, I'm not attracted.
I mean, I understand that, but like, I mean, even when we were getting along and I started to like work out more and started to try and implement the better diet and things like that, like, I mean, before our fighting really became a big deal, you still weren't really talking about that. You weren't making like the same kind of pushes you were. You weren't really like flirty like you used to be and you know, grabbing on me and stuff like you used to. And like, I just,
Well,
I've been noticing that a lot, and it's weighing on my mind, and I'm
Right,
stressed
Scotty.
over things anyway.
I mean, over the years,
Hey, Donna Clark.
and this is 100% transparent. The things you say has been really like demeaning. You know, you can't tell a husband that you stood in front of God and married and tell him he's worthless or he's less of a man. What man wants to have sex with his wife when she tells him that?
It's not always about the sex, but it's making love, and it's
Pussy.
but
It's
what
intimacy.
woman, right? But what woman wants her husband to treat her the way that you've treated me on occasion?
No,
on occasion.
But Bethany, like I told you before, I asked you to marry me. That was one thing. And I was trying to give you everything you asked for and everything you wanted. Yet, when you get angry and you say you see red and stuff like that, you just lose all sense of emotion. Where, you know, when you try to be nice to someone, you go angry and you get mean and you start saying the most demeaning stuff.
I do.
So
I do. I know
what
that.
man-
I do.
Honestly, what man wants to be around his
Thank you,
wife,
Linda,
his
coming,
girlfriend, his woman, or any woman who says that stuff about him? So you can't expect me to want to be intimate with you when you look at me in a condescending, demeaning, meaningful way.
But even when I'm trying to be playful, when I'm trying to keep
See, she thinks, like she's about to say, even when I'm trying to be playful, she thinks that just cause after you done cussed this man out, you done called this man out his name and said all kind of stuff to him. You think cause you decide to be playful, at that point you can be playful all day long. Ain't nothing gonna jump. It ain't gonna jump. So you can't be horrible to a person and then decide you want now because you finna go to bed at night. You wanna thank you so much, Looney. We're on the road to 5K. Yes. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. But you can't be mean and then when you get into bed at night, think this man gonna want to roll over and do anything. Thank you, Donna Clark. This is exactly it. Words are hurtful. Someone said all he sees is her mean and nasty ways. Eric Kelly, love it. 2 ears and 1 mouth. There's a problem with Bethany isn't listening at all because she wants to outtalk him every chance she gets. And I do agree. I certainly agree.
calm, when I'm trying to not be demeaning or rude or any of the other things that you say are so unattractive about me, when we're actually getting along, Larry, like, you don't even hold my hand no more. You don't even tell me you love me.
When was the last time they got along, y'all? We watch these skits every day and see these characters almost every day. When was the last time they actually got along? I agree, Monique Blake. Her personality makes her unattractive, especially to her husband. He can't look at you, let alone touch you. That's it. I would even hazard to guess that his stomach probably turns when he looks at her. Yeah, and when she missing that loving, he's lost that love and feeling. Y'all know I knew a little country, did you? How Bethany?
You don't even like nothing. You don't even call me baby anymore. You don't call me honey. You don't do any of the things that
you have shifted my viewpoint and my perception of you.
Now he said you have shifted my perception and my viewpoint. I thought he was gonna say you have it all over my heart, and you think I'm finna be bothered with you. That was the last time they got along with Valentine's Day. You are absolutely right.
So it's all about
No,
me.
no. I mean, come on. Let's really dig deep into this. With you, even when if Shara comes around, Lynette comes around, whoever comes around, you are so quick to attack, and then you want me to defend you. And at the same time, when I try to defend you, you tell me like you're not a man. You this. I'm like,
Yeah.
you can say this today. I'm not going to forget it tomorrow. I'm not going to forget it in a couple months.
I guess my point is, I see how
You said you can say it today. That don't mean I'm gonna forget it tomorrow or even in a couple of months. Because now that stuff has been drilled in his head and drilled in his heart that she has very little very little empathy, compassion, cordiality, like none of that. So now you expect him, because you might be having a one-off good day, now he's supposed to want to hump. It don't work like that. Thank you, Monique Blade. Words are forever. Whoever said that, I don't know who made that thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. The devil is a lie. Words hurt. Word of God says the power of life and death is in the tongue. So words do hurt.
thin they are. And I'm not going to.
God said in the beginning was the word, and the word was God, and the word was with God. Like the words. It's like a sword.
I may not like them, but I can tell that they're beautiful, and I get that, okay? And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to demean them. I'm not being narcissistic when I say this, but I can tell my intelligence is on a different level than them. Now, I'm not saying higher, I'm not saying anything like that.
So right, she doesn't respect him anymore, so he can't look at her. But let me say this again: respect goes both ways. So after a while of you disrespecting me, I'm gonna begin to not have any respect for you. So now let's go to the skit where she compares herself to Shara and Lynette. She had the unmitigated gall, the sheer audacity.
But either way, it's like I look at them and I see that they've got thin bodies. I see that they've got, different kinds of clothes that they wear. They've got, fit. They're fit and tight legs and, rounded booties and, and stuff like that.
Just because you may have more education than someone doesn't necessarily make you smarter than them. I'm going to say it again. Just because you have more education than a person does not necessarily mean that you are smarter than them. Bethany don't understand that.
And I'm constantly comparing myself to look at that because I'm not like them.
Who asked you to be? I didn't ask you to be like them.
I know, Larry, but I feel like I have to be to a degree because I'm on a different level, physically and mentally. And I feel like I have to bring myself down to a different way. Not saying down.
She said, I'm on a different level, physically, mentally, and I feel like I have to bring myself down. Y'all, it would not surprise me if we are about to get a Bethany makeover skit where Bethany has surgery and they write her continuing weight loss journey into this skit, even into this storyline, even more. What's going on, country boy? And we see her go through some type of cosmetic body transformation. Now, another thing is, if she leaving, which I don't think she leaving, if she is leaving and they decide they want to replace her, yep, she's saying she got to dumb herself down to people now. If they decide to replace her, they got to make that make sense. So if she's going to be gone for a while and they decide they want to bring in another Bethany, then will they bring in another person to play Bethany? Similar look as hers, but significantly smaller. A Slim Jim. That's what I'm wondering about in terms of the direction of where they're going to take the skits.
In a bad way, just to a different level.
So if
And-
you have to bring yourself down to a different
Or
level,
up to
then why are you
a
trying to
level.
elevate yourself now? I mean, it's either
I got to make up for it somehow.
But-
and you don't. I don't even get a hug from you anymore.
you make it hard to.
I know,
You
but
make
this
it
is-
hard
I
to
don't-
be
I don't wanna
around
fight.
you.
I don't wanna
Really.
I don't want to fight. I'm literally trying to understand because
I'm gonna quit watching.
I feel like if we had some of that intimacy back, even if it wasn't sex, even if it wasn't making love, I'm not talking about all that, okay? That's great, but that's not the best part of a marriage. It's the togetherness, it's the communication, it's the understanding, and that kind of thing. I feel like if we had some of that back, that our marriage would be in such a better position. Now, yes, the bickering, the fighting, and all that, yeah, it needs to go away. I get it. But if my body looked different, if my physique was in a different way, I feel like maybe you would look at me and you would be more attracted. You would want to have those other things.
Bethany horny. Let's talk about y'all. Bethany horny. She don't get it. And she think if she tell this to him and talk all demure and sweet, like, when was the last time she, I don't know. When was the last time who is calling me from Messenger? When was the last time she decided to send him a little dirty text? When was the last time she decided that? When was the last time she thought about stroking his ego? That's what I'm saying. She better go rub one out. Maybe he should buy her a rose. Maybe she needs a single red rose. So he can feel like she love him. Hey, Sheila Riston. Eric Kelly said, who cares if Bethany is horny? Nobody cares and Larry doesn't care. No, nobody cares. Really and truly, nobody don't care. No, we think they did do Christmas. When you talking about that skit where she told him to come on in there, that stuff there, I don't think they did it then. I don't think they did it then. I remember that, Keisha, when no, she don't care. Like Luna said, she need to rub one out. You did. You said it. She sounded lonely and deprived. She puts on them big behind pajamas to go to bed. It ain't like he had easy access. What's up, Sheila Riston? He don't want to touch her. That's what I think, Looney. I don't think he's touched her since before Thanksgiving. Looney, put up the disclaimer, please. Looney said he need to buy her a hammer. If you know, you know. Country Boy comes back and follow that up and say, it's going to take a jackhammer for her. Y'all in here cutting up in these comments. I don't necessarily want her gone from the skits because she adds something to it. She gives us opportunities for great conversation. But I do think they're going to have to do some serious work on this character's transformation for us to keep rocking with them like we've been rocking with them. Well, he don't want that cat. I can tell you that, Sandra Larry. He don't want that kitty at all. I know Sandra. I mean, A is a drain. Ayana, and welcome to the front porch. Ayana, Bethany is running out of tricks. This is to get pity and to prolong the marriage BS. Right. That's exactly what it is. Kanish, you may not have to take you a break, girl. And if you ain't 18 years old, get on up out of him. You heard what my moderator said. Hey, Danielle Little. Coming to me from the bushes. She gets in the bed wearing them big floral pajamas, nothing to give her right. Looney says it's getting boring. They better switch it up, and I mean soon. We're not gonna watch the same old ish for so long. Exactly. We need to go and see him file the divorce papers, introduce the divorce. Hello to the best place to be, amazing family. Hello. I want a divorce, and I want Larry and Shara together. If you don't want, I agree with you, A. Williams. If you don't want to touch her, there's a store in the neighborhood to sell her. Suck them and stick them. Oh my God, I read that out loud. Shara is Larry's aphrodisiac, and Bethany is his cold shower in the middle of Alaska. God, dog. Now that came from a man, a married man at that. Tasha, what you gonna do with him, girl? So that was my part one. Okay, we're gonna have a little intermission here. Speaking of men, I'm going to share something with y'all right quick. Just a snippet. I'm not gonna share the whole thing unless y'all tell me to keep going. This live is sponsored by Garden and Grilling with the Glazes. Okay, so we are about to go there. Let me get my stuff together. Oh, we got some views. Okay, let me pause it. And I'm going to take this down temporarily. You can't do nothing but love him, girl. Hey, I got me one. I understand. Okay, y'all. So I transferred my gardening channel into a channel for me and my husband. It is now Garden and Grilling with the Glazes. And the thing is at Garden and Grilling. I'm going to post the link on YouTube to this short. And that short will lead you to the channel. Okay. So I'm about to share this with y'all. Just this quick short. And if y'all want to see more, y'all can go on over to the channel. Oh, we got some likes already. This is not, there's no Facebook page for it yet, Facebook people. So hop over to YouTube if y'all want to check it out, okay? But here it is. Let me press play, I guess. Hold on, let me. And here we go. Look at that fire, y'all. Look at that fire. He be smoking. That's what he be doing. He be smoking. So my man got 2 grills. And here we go. Look at that fire, y'all. Look at that fire. So this is a short I just created. He be smoking. That's what he be doing. He be smoking. Subscribe to so my man got 2 grills. And here we go. Look. So going over to the channel, I put our little pictures up, our little wedding picture up. And we got some new subscribers. My channel was a little slow. So I'll be sharing gardening stuff. And everything.
Or you can just put some oil on some napkins and light it up that way. Keep having that lighter fluid taste.
Oh, cool.
Or you can just put some oil on some napkins and light it up that way.
Thank you, little Titi.
Having it lighter fluid takes.
Thank you, Eric Kelly.
Oh, cool.
Or you can just put some oil on
So
some napkins
yeah, maybe tomorrow morning
and
I
light it
feel
up
like
that
a
way.
long one. This is
Keep
just a little snippet.
having it.
Just so you can see, I don't know nothing about grilling, so I've been asking him questions and everything. You know, I had to edit something out because said I sounded too country, but definitely check it out. You want to drive by Doggy Bay? Come on, Michael Boston. We got you covered. So we'll be sharing stuff. Like my husband makes his own sauces. He makes his own rubs. He grills some at least once a week, but sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. Thank you, lady. I appreciate y'all so much for supporting my channel with my husband. So I appreciate y'all here on the front porch for subscribing. Help us run these numbers up. I'm trying to prove to my man that folks will want to see him and see what he got going on. Definitely send me some pictures of your garden, Daniel Little. I love seeing pictures like that. And I will share pictures on the front porch too. So, all right. I have 3 channels that are active right now. I have one that was kind of stuck. I didn't. I'll share that with y'all some other time later. But some of my content is going to be sponsored by my other channels. I'm just going to say that. And all I need you to do is just subscribe and all that. Yes, big barbecues in the backyard have happened for sure. The link to it is, I'm going to send you to the channel or to this short. But the channel is at Garden and Grilling. That's the YouTube channel at Garden and Grilling. Okay. All right, y'all. So we about to get back over here. Hey, J Dub, we about to get back over here to the shenanigans. Let's go and talk about should she go or should she stay? We about to talk about Destiny, y'all. We about to talk about Destiny. Did y'all see the content today that I posted this morning? Hold on, it's not wanting to come up this way. Here we go. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think.
Oh, hey, Auntie. Good morning.
Hey, why you sitting here with no TV on?
Oh, because I was just looking at my phone. But I was going to ask you, did my mom call you?
No, why would she be calling me?
Thank you, Deborah
'Cause we were
Meadows.
just
I
talking
appreciate
earlier
y'all.
about like everything next year and all
It'll
that.
get
Like
better
for my
as we
school
go.
and stuff, like 11th grade and junior year. And she was just asking me about Chicago. And she was just saying, like, did I want to move back? And I said, yeah.
Why you want to move back, Destiny? I mean, you got a great life here.
I mean, yeah, I do appreciate. I appreciate y'all, like for real. But Brooke is leaving, so that's the only reason why I came down here. I'm gonna be stuck with Larry and Bethany and listening to them argue all the time, and it's just too much because I'm not supposed to be doing that. That's not the predicament I wanted to be in. I didn't come down here to listen to them bicker.
I mean, I get that, Destiny, but you have me as well, and then Brooke, she'll visit and stuff.
Does she have Shara though? Does she really have Shara? I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. Does she have Shara?
So I mean, you'll be okay. I mean, I feel that it's more opportunities here.
I feel like in this moment,
For you.
when she said that about she don't want to be in there with okay, Destiny Brooke is leaving, and she don't want to be in there with Destiny. I mean, with Bethany and Larry and they shenanigans. I know I just be rocking. I'm sorry, but like seriously though, does it feel like she's got her auntie? For me, the answer is no. Because I felt like in this moment, Shara should have offered to, okay, you don't want to be over there with them. Why don't you stay with me? Why didn't Shara ask her niece to move in with her? Because I feel like if she really had Shara would have put her foot down a long time ago and said she coming home with me. Cause see, Destiny ain't got no, Larry ain't got no papers on Destiny, except for what you call it did. Or she could have said, well, let's see if we can get your mom. If we can get your mom to come down here. Thank you, Tammy King. Destiny would be better with Shara, but Shara likes her freedom. If she wanted her, she would have asked Destiny. And that's my thing. She didn't ask her. The moment that girl told her she didn't want to be standing there with with Bethany, that should have been it. That should have been it. That should have been all. Like, for real, for real. But she didn't do that. And I can't say I understand why, but she did. So for me, it's like, why we even entertain this conversation? You know? Why are we even hearing this? Somebody just said something. I want to see if I can catch, if I can get it to come back up. Sean, welcome to the front porch, Sean. Sean said, not really. Love Shara, but Shara doesn't talk to her, but at her most of the time. I agree. Here's what I'm struggling with. I'm not understanding why, because they live in Atlanta. So I'm not understanding why they have not made the move to have, even if we don't see Duchess a whole lot, like we don't see Lucretia all the time, or Kyra is a better example. Even though we don't see her all the time, then at the very least, though, why haven't we seen Duchess make the transition? Now, Destiny told that story wrong. She called her mom and told her she wants to come home. I say that because Duchess was adamant about Destiny leaving in Atlanta. Why would she want her to come home now? We don't know if possibly Pernell and Duchess are continuing to interact with each other, Lady D. And let's play a scenario where Pernell has already told Duchess, hey, Larry said he's going to divorce her. What you going to do about Destiny? Because it's going to get messy. I'm just saying that's just me thinking, what if something like that occurred? Or what if in some of their mother-daughter conversations, they've been talking and she may have said, you know, Mama, I don't know if I want to be here because Brooke is leaving, blah, 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 blah. And then adding the fact that Shara and Duchess are not getting along right now. Based on some things that have been said to Duchess, y'all think y'all better than me and can see about my child better than me when y'all really ain't really raising y'all child right. See what I'm saying? So Duchess's mind could have changed about whether thinking this is a great place. Because look at this. Yes, Duchess was in Panama and PCB, but Brooke snuck and did what she did. There you go, Tasha. That's it. Since she's such a hustler, having Destiny would secure her that $650. She should have offered her to stay with her. She should tell Duchess to come to Atlanta. That's it. I agree, Looney. I think Pernell and Duchess would be a super fun duo. Chase needs to bring them both on full time. I agree. But Pernell's still driving his truck. So I don't know how full time. There are a lot of people on here who've seen full time and they ain't. Like the one that the Brittany that plays Rose's daughter, she just posted a picture on Instagram of her and her at the office, in the bathroom at the office on her job. She got a badge on and everything. So I'm not sure. I do believe there's money made in the skits, but I don't know that some characters are still making what they were making if they're not producing their own skits and not doing their own stuff. I don't know that they are able to survive off of what they're making, because they may be more low line. They don't have a real storyline or an active storyline right now. F. Henry says she's not listening nor hearing. Larry, he said he is no longer mentally attracted to her, so he is no longer physically attracted to her. I agree. He did say that. So y'all, we got about 10 more minutes left before I got to get off here and go cook. So what do you think about? Yeah,
things that you can explore, things you can do, versus you going to Chicago getting in trouble.
I mean, I wouldn't get in trouble because I have more discipline now. So I wouldn't go back and be doing the same stuff. I wouldn't go back and just do all that. I'm going to go back and do what I do here.
She ready to go back home to get drunk.
I ain't talked to your mom, but if that's what you want to do.
Is she going to talk to Duchess, or is she going to yell at Duchess? Is Shara going to talk to Duchess, or is she going to yell at Duchess? That's going to play a big part in whether or not Destiny continues on. I think that Duchess and Destiny have discussed all of the drama that goes on. And I think that she knows Brooke's dirt also. Maybe that's why she wants Destiny back. Possibly. Sandra, I don't think she can get her husband back. I think it's over. I think that relationship for Bethany, I think is over. To see what's going on with Bethany and Larry it has ripple effects. We should have gotten that conversation today, but today was the day. Luna, I think we didn't get that conversation. If we do get it, it's going to be later on tonight. I think we didn't get that conversation because Anthony finally learned that Amber is with Dave. So that's been the content. That, and they amped up the D and Erica content, which was showing up at night. So they're showing that content and stuff with D's West Side music groups and stuff like that. And then the nonsense with Rafi and his son and the grandparents and all of that. Although I kind of like Rafi's storyline with his son right now, and I kind of want to jump on that. But the whole problem that I see with doing Rafi's storyline with his son is that those storylines over there on that side of this skitiverse, they tend to begin to spiral. And Big Forehead actually gets on my nerves. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. She gets on I think that girl may get on my nerves more than Libby, and I didn't think that was possible. I think the discipline storyline is gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, I agree, she ain't getting it back. Yes, when he first got there, he was loving to Bethany. The more low down and horrible of a person Bethany got to be, the less Larry engaged in it. That's it. Cool, J-Dub. Oh my goodness, I hope you get the feeling better. How they gonna get the fluid out your lungs? Are they gonna give you some steroid shots or something to help you? Hey, Kizzy. Okay, I'm sorry your mama fell and broke her hip. My mama broke her hip last year, I think. Yana, even though we know that the marriage is over, hold on. Even though we know the marriage is over, do you think the writers will keep them together because the storyline will die? The storyline will not die if him and Bethany break up. Bethany could leave for a period of time just to kind of get herself together and come back and become a whole new type of menace to Larry and whoever he's dating. Also, if they go ahead and drop the divorce, what's going to happen is you still got the whole, think about Anthony and Amber. They got this whole divorce storyline. There could be a whole divorce storyline between Anthony and Bethany. You could show Bethany trying to win Larry back. Larry ain't listening. You can have Larry dating and Bethany coming to sabotage dates. You can have Bethany losing her mind, going crazy, doing all kind of weird stuff. It's so much more of a story they can tell. If they don't tell the story right, I agree, Luna, it could die. But I don't think it's gonna, if they tell the story right, it won't. You got to put Bethany in some different circumstances. Like, we clearly don't want to see no more of her in that office space going in on people. Now, if they split Bethany and Larry up and give Bethany a new love interest that comes from the office and watch her go through that may be something we can kind of look at and laugh at and all that kind of stuff. But again, she still is going to have to be that horrible person. All right, Kizzy, take care, okay? Take care of mama. And Angie, if you are not feeling well, don't try to force yourself to be on here, because I'm getting off in a few minutes anyway, because I got to feed these folks. Right, you can have Bethany going down to Southern trying to convince Brooke to go. You can have Bethany having submitted a fake application on behalf of Brooke to get in LSU, and then trying to hit her with the LSU acceptance. You can have all kinds of stuff go down between now and the time that Brooke leaves. You can have Bethany, you can have a conversation where Bethany is trying to get Larry to leave. I mean, Larry to send Destiny back since Brooke is leaving. There's so much content. So much content. They can put Bethany with the HOA man. They have to split them up to rehab the character. We will never fool with her connected to his family. Too much is done. Exactly. Yep. They could validate her worst night. It's all kind of stories they can tell. Bethany could definitely do a Fatal Attraction role. Definitely. But it's got to make sense. They can't have her out here spinning around like Libby, because I think Libby sucks. I don't like Libby at all. I just don't. All right, y'all. I'm about to hop up off of here. It has been a pleasure chatting with y'all this evening. They have not given us any skits for these folks today. I'm going to get off just in case they decide to drop one to us. If I can go back live, I will. If not, oh well. We'll just pick it up again tomorrow. I do have some stuff I'm working on for us. So I will talk to you all tomorrow. If not, a surprise skit drop tonight. Y'all have a wonderful evening. And again, peace and hair grease, y'all. Peace and hair grease. All right, bye, guys.